Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so this tumbler right here is a 20 ounce and I'm going to show you how I do this brick looking cup out of water slide. So stay tuned, make sure you like, subscribe, and share. All right, here we go. All right, so I took this 20 ounce cup and I took it outside and I sprayed white spray paint on it to cover up. The cup had a little bit of a color to it. I did prep it before I spray paint it. So you want to take your water slide outside and clear coat it really good. Let it dry before you start putting it on the cup. And then you're going to wet down your cup before you start applying your water slides, so that way it sticks really good to the cup. You want it to be wet. So this is the water slide that I am putting on here. This is a custom cup that somebody was requesting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys how I apply it. And I have it in water and we're gonna wet that really good. And you'll know when it's ready because the paper on one side will be fully merged with water, and you'll be able to see how it just slides right off of there really easy. And then once it's loose and it's not stuck on the paper anymore, then you're gonna wet your cup really good, make sure it's nice and wet. And then you're going to take the water slide, be very careful because it's very easy to rip. And then you're going to apply it to your cup. Very easy, make sure you're putting it exactly how you want it. And you want to put one side on the cup, and then you want to pull the paper from underneath very slow and holding it on one end so it doesn't rip. Once you get it off of the water, like the water slide off of the paper, you want to press it down gently, like pushing the water out of the bottom up underneath the water slide. I usually can take, just take a paper towel or press your finger on it really good. And here I'm trying to place it just right on this cup. I was trying to make sure it was centered. Just because it kept the way the cups are shaped, you have to make sure it's sitting how you're wanting it, because once it stays on there and dries, that's it. You can't take it off because then you're going to destroy it. So you want to press all of the water out, make sure it's flat on the corners and on the edges. If you notice, I'm just trying to check all the little corners because they kept folding up, because when I pulled it off of the paper, it just kind of rolled up. But they're pretty easy to put on there. A lot of people are kind of intimidated by water slides, but they're actually really easy and fun. I like doing water slides. This picture actually was pretty cool, the way it turned out. So I'm still playing around with it, trying to get it positioned, and it was just kept bubbling, popping up. So I had to keep repositioning it. And then I just take a paper towel and press all the water out of it, make sure that it's sticking really good.
You melt the ice behind my stone cold eyes. I turn to ashes, but only just sometimes. Inhale your smoke, but you still act surprised. It's not my fault when we end up capsized. You call me crazy now, but you don't understand. I'm calling out to you. Can you hear a thing? 'Cause you lit the match that ignites the flame. I'm the TNT, but you're the spark to blame. And it's fire, burning holes inside my brain. Feel the fire, heat that melts us down again. Now it's pouring through my veins, but I said you're the spark to blame. And it's fire, burning holes inside my brain. Fire. I know some days with you it's paradise, but now you spin me in a web with all your lies. Want you to feel the way I feel inside. I'm reaching out for help, you got me in a riptide. You call me crazy now, but you don't understand. I'm calling out to you, can you hear a thing? Cause you lit the match, it ignites the flame. I'm the TNT, but you're the spark to blame. And it's fire, burning holes inside my brain. Feel the fire, heat that melts us down again. Now it's pouring through my veins, but I said you're the spark to blame. And it's fire, burning holes inside my brain. Yeah, please just blow this flame away. And I hold on for rainy days. It feels like a decade, just please come and save me. And it's fire, burning holes inside my brain. Feel the fire, heat that melts us down again. Now it's pouring.
All right, so I went ahead and took the other cup that I had already started. Took this black paint and I just put it around the trim. I thought I wanted to do a little more to it. So as I was working on the other cup, I was like looking at this one and I'm like, I need something else. So I decided to do this and it turned out really cute. I liked the way it kind of balanced it out and kind of made it pop and separated the brick from, the actual picture on there. So in this video I will show you how I did that. I just wanted to show you guys really quick that I added a little touch. Hey guys, so I wanted to jump on here and kind of go over this cup that we've been working on. So I just wanted to kind of show you guys. So I have started placing it here. The good thing about water slides is that you can piece it together so you can't even tell. So I got the bricks to kind of match up so it looks like it's a brick wall. And I just wanted to show you, I'm getting ready to apply water slide on this side. And what the plan is, once this is all the water slide is all on it and it's covered, I'm gonna leave the bottom, I haven't decided if I'm gonna paint the bottom black or maybe put water slide on the bottom before I epoxy it. And then we're going to be adding a name to this little area right here. And so I wanted to show you what I did. So this was the one that I did first because I wanted to see how it would work out because I never did this one before. But what I did is I took a marker. I showed you guys this earlier, but it's like a painter's pen, and I took it and I went along the trim, and then I took a paper towel and kind of rubbed it off to where it looks like it's kind of like, I don't know, it just made it look, the edges look better to me. So yeah, that's what I did to that one. And then this one also will have a name here. So this is like two different people. The names are going to go right there. So I thought it turned out super cute. I love how it turned out. I was like really, hesitating on how I was gonna make it. I didn't know if I wanted to use tape and make my own, but then I was like, why don't I just do water slides, So I hope you guys are enjoying my videos. I do apologize that I haven't really been posting. I do work full-time, so I've been trying to, manage life besides cups. So my Etsy store did get closed. Somebody reported me for making Jeep cups, so it's been closed. Which is funny because there's a whole lot of people that make Jeep cups on Etsy that they're not getting in trouble for. So whatever. So I will be open up a new store. And once I do that, I will have the link below. And yeah, so I just wanted to pop on here and just say I appreciate you guys for watching and tuning in. And I'm gonna try to do better on posting more videos. But yeah, this is what we're working on today. All right. If you guys have any questions, feel free to message me. And I just want to welcome all of the new subscribers. You guys are so great, and I appreciate all of your support and your comments and any suggestions you have. I'm always open to them. So let's get started. Let's get this cup done. I have to have it done like before the beginning of March. So I'm on a crunch right now. All right, so what I've been doing is, so I printed this on water slide. I did seal it, and I'm taking like sections of it, wetting the cup in that area, and then taking my brick wall and placing it where I want it, and then you can cut it how you need it to go. So it's very forgiving as long as you have the little bricks kind of match up. It doesn't matter if it's perfect or not, because the bricks, you know, there's not one brick that's perfect. So what I'm doing is I'm cutting off all of the white that's on the edges of it, because we don't need that. We want just the bricks. And then my bricks are going like this way, so I have to use it like this. If I did it like this, it wouldn't look right. So you want your bricks to be like going that way. So what I'm doing is just gonna go ahead and cut off all of the white, like I said, and then we're gonna place it. So I'm gonna do a couple on video, and then I'll speed it up so you guys can see the finishing project. I think it's gonna turn out super cute. I'm hoping to get this on the turner today, get the first layer of epoxy on it, and then once it dries, we'll put the names on it, and then hopefully these will, so what I do is figure out how you want your bricks. So do I need it to turn this direction, which I think is better, just the way the bricks are setting. All right, so you don't want to cover up your picture, but you want it to be on the edge. So what I do is kind of match it up on this side. You can kind of bend it to where you're gonna start, or where you need it to go. That way you can cut it. So I'm gonna put a little crease right there. I'm gonna do a little slant on there. So once you get this exactly how you're wanting it, once you get it on there, you can take, I've been using a knife, and then just trim it. Just very carefully trim it off of this if it's going over it too much. So if you see, it's gonna come over here too much. So what I'll do is, I would rather it be too much and then trim it later than it be short and then the white part would show. So we're going to trim, once I get it on there, we're gonna trim it all the way to about right there so it all matches evenly. All right, so you wanna make sure that you wet your cup where you're gonna be laying the water slide. I don't know if you guys are having problems with paint, like spray paint these days, but it's either you can't find it or it's not the right paint. So this paint that I used has like a texture to it, and it's the same spray paint I've been using. So I don't know what the heck is going on, to be honest with you. It's very frustrating because I even sand this down so it would be as smooth as I could get it, but it still has like that roughness to it, which I don't like. But the spray paint doesn't have a texture to it. It's just, you know, flat white paint, but it has a very roughness to it. I don't know. But anyways, so if you end up, you're wetting the cup, if these get wet, it's okay, because these are stuck on there. They're not coming off. But I will put everything in the description, the supplies that I use for my water slides. I do get most of my stuff off of Amazon. I do find that it is a better deal on there. And they work really well, so I haven't had a problem. So what we're gonna do is we're placing that, and I'm gonna get all of the water off. You wanna press it down gently. Take a dry towel, even if you need it a little wet, that's okay, but take a dry paper towel and just kind of press. Just press all that water out and push it down so that way it's stuck really good. And then you'll see, sorry, I'm hoping you guys are seeing this, but you'll see that it's coming over just a tad. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go up to the top of this. I'm not gonna cut this part, but I'm gonna come up to the top of this where you can actually kind of see through it. Put a little slit, and then we're gonna do, you can actually see it. If you had it in front of you, you could see the line. So I'm just gonna go right along the line, and you're gonna be very, very careful because you can move the water slide. So gently but pressing down, and you're gonna come across, perfect, okay. Then you're gonna take your knife, very gentle, and you're gonna go underneath it and lift it and then peel it slowly. Voila, easy stuff. Okay, and then you're gonna take your paper towel and you're just gonna press it back down, okay? Just press it down to where it's tight. So there it is. Let me see, I know my lighting is not the best today, but I'm gonna be starting work here soon, so I wanted to kind of get on here and show you guys because I really need to get this cup done. But look at that, look how nice. Okay, and then what I normally will do is come along the top, right along the rim here, and then I will just trim it off of the top. So we're gonna go right along, just like that. And then we're gonna take it, oh, it didn't cut right there. Make sure you have a good, nice, sharp blade. This blade's a little wore out. Okay, so I did go over too far down, which is okay because we can cover that up, we can fix it. So yeah, this is what we're gonna be doing. I'm gonna go ahead and apply another piece right here, which I have a piece here, so I'm gonna see if there's any way I can piece it to where it kind of matches up on the bricks, which we can, because you know the bricks are not perfect, remember that. So don't be hard on yourself. Make sure that you're just matching them up to where the bricks are, you know, how they're designed. So we're gonna go ahead and wet that little piece. And I do have some other little pieces. So everything that you have is gonna be used. So I'm just getting that really wet. All right. We're gonna take the even end here and we're going to go ahead and apply it. So what you do is just kind of push it over, very gentle. And then you're gonna match it up to the piece that's already on there, so that way the bricks look like they're supposed to. If you feel like it's too high, you can lower it. And then what I'm gonna do is, like, I'm gonna press it down a little bit. We're gonna take our paper towel that I lost and just press. All right, and see, it's gonna match, all the pieces are just gonna match right up. And then you'll be able to see where you need to cut it. So we're just gonna turn this sideways here, and we're gonna go along the edge. You're gonna I probably need a good sharp knife here. And then we're gonna lift it. You wanna be careful you don't mess up that. But there you go. All right, I know some people are probably like, hey, why didn't you just put this thing on the whole thing? Well, the reason why I'm doing it this way is because if I would have covered the whole cup like this part right here would have been dark, and then I would have been cutting, and it's like more of a waste. So I'm going to utilize all of my water slide. I'm not going to waste any of it. So if I would have done that, if I would have put the whole thing on here, and then I would have had to cut it off, and it would have been wet, so I would have wasted the water slide, and then apply this on there. But I wanted, the bottom is white, so I wanted it to make the words and stuff, you know, everything kind of pop out. So that's the reason why. You could do whatever you want, whatever you feel is better. Everybody has their own way, but this is the way I'm doing it, and it's working out perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and continue, and we're going to just go down the line here, and you'll notice like there's curves on the design. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut just along that with this. That way it matches and everything is the way it's supposed to be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it all the way over, just like this. We're going to go underneath, and we're going to match it up on this side. I'm just going to cut it even. If it goes over just a tad, that's okay, because we can trim it. So we're going to go ahead and crease it. That way I have an idea of where I want my line to be. All right. All right, perfect. So then match it up. We're gonna do, I think it's this side first. Okay, because I want this to match up. So yeah, so then when you do this, you're just going to cut over here like you did before. You're gonna stop at the end. You don't need to go all the way down because you want that to stick.
Melt the ice behind my stone cold eyes. I turn to ashes, but only just sometimes. Inhale your smoke, but you still act surprised. It's not my fault when we end up capsized. You call me crazy now, but you don't understand. I'm calling out to you. Can you hear a thing? 'Cause you lit the match that ignites the flame. I'm the TNT, but you're the spark to blame. And it's fire, burning holes inside my brain. Feel the fire, heat that melts us down again. Now it's pouring through my veins, but I said you're the spark to blame. And it's fire, burning holes inside my brain.
The bricks and everything are just coming together on this cup. So Zeus wanted to come over and say hi to you guys. It's been a while. You know, pretty boy. I don't know if you guys know, but he does have seizures, and he's the baby. He puts a lot of stress on me, worrying about him all the time.
You melt the ice behind my stone cold eyes. I turn to ashes, but only just sometimes. Inhale your smoke, but you still act surprised. It's not my fault when we end up capsized. You call me crazy now, but you don't understand. I'm calling out to you. Can you hear a thing? 'Cause you lit the match that ignites the flame. I'm the TNT, but you're the spark to blame. And it's fire, burning holes inside my brain. Feel the fire, heat that melts us down again. Now it's pouring through my veins, but I said you're the spark to blame. And it's fire, burning holes inside my brain. Fire. the way I feel inside. I'm reaching out for help, you got me in a riptide. You call me crazy now, but you don't understand. I'm calling out to you, can you hear a thing? 'Cause you lit the match that ignites the flame. I'm the TNT, but you're the spark to blame. And it's fire, burning holes inside my brain. Feel the fire, heat that melts us down again. Now it's pouring through my veins, but I said you're the spark to blame. And it's fire, burning holes inside my brain. Yeah, please just blow this flame away. And I hold on for rainy days. It feels like a decade, just please come and save me. And it's fire, burning holes inside my brain. Feel the fire, heat that melts us down again. Now it's pouring through my veins, but I said you're the spark to blame. And it's fire, burning holes inside my brain. Fire, you melt the ice behind my stone cold eyes. I turn to ashes, but only just sometimes. Inhale your smoke, but you still act surprised. It's not my fault when we end up capsized. You call me crazy now, but you don't understand. I'm calling out to you, can you hear a thing? 'Cause you lit the match that ignites the flame. I'm the TNT, but you're the spark to blame. And it's fire, burning holes inside my brain. Feel the fire, heat that melts us down again. Now it's pouring through my veins, but I said you're the spark to blame. And it's fire, burning holes.
Decided to go ahead and paint the bottom black. So I'm going to use this black paint, and we're just going to cover the bottom. It doesn't have to be fancy. It's just going to, I didn't want to put brick on the bottom just because, you know, the bottom is not that big of a deal as much as the regular, you know, the main part of the cup. So I'm just going to put a nice even layer on both of the cups. And then I'm going to, also I decided that I'm going to take gray paint, because the bricks are actually, the edges are gray. So I'm going to make any kind of creases or anything that needs to kind of blend a little bit more. I'm going to take gray paint with a small brush and just kind of fix up the edges.
You melt the ice behind my stone cold eyes. I turn to ashes, but only just sometimes. Inhale your smoke, but you still surprised. It's not my fault when we end up capsized. You call me crazy now, but you don't understand. I'm calling out to you. Can you hear a thing? 'Cause you lit the match that ignites the flame. I'm the TNT, but you're the spark to blame. And it's fire, burning holes inside my brain. Feel the fire, heat that melts us down again. Now it's pouring through my veins, but I said you're the spark to blame. And it's fire, burning holes inside my brain.
Apply the resin epoxy on the cup, and they will be all done. I already went ahead and added the names that are underneath the two ladies on there. I did yellow vinyl, and I'm going to put about 2 coats of epoxy on the cups each and let them thoroughly dry. And here's the heat gun right now so that I can get all the bubbles out. I already put epoxy on that one, and I'm going to put it on the second one. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it inspires you to be creative as well. And until the next video, you all have a wonderful day and be safe. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Bye.
You melt the ice behind my stone cold eyes. I turn to ashes, but only just sometimes. Inhale your smoke, but you still act surprised. It's not my fault when we end up capsized. You call me crazy now, but you don't understand. I'm calling out to you. Can you hear a thing? 'Cause you lit the match that ignites the flame. I'm the TNT, but you're the spark to blame. And it's fire, burning holes inside my brain. Feel the fire, heat that melts us down again. Now it's pouring through my veins, but I said you're the spark to blame. And it's fire, burning holes inside my brain. Some days with you it's paradise, but now you spin me in a web with all your lies. Want you to feel the way I feel inside. I'm reaching out for help, you got me in a riptide. You call me crazy now, but you don't understand. I'm calling out to you. Can you hear a thing? 'Cause you lit the match that ignites the flame. I'm the TNT, but you're the spark to blame. And it's fire, burning holes inside my brain. Feel the fire, heat that melts us down again. Now it's pouring through my veins, but I said you're the spark to blame. And it's fire, burning holes inside my brain. Yeah, please just blow this flame away. And I hold on for rainy days. It feels like a decade, just please come and save me. And it's fire,